coughing up my guts, literally.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now.
What up, Esther fam, and I'm back with another video. It's been quite a month. From, I want to say the end of May, all the way still going forward, I had this cough. Bad cough, right? So every weekend since like the end of May, it felt like I was coming down with a cold. So I would take medicine, everything, you name it. Thorough, Tylenol, cold and sinus. I had Vicks Halls, I had Vapor Rub, I had tea, I had anything you can name, right? It would subside the cold symptoms, like the feeling of how you feel when you coming down with the flu, body aches, fever. It would subside that. I would be good. And then the next weekend, it would feel like I'm catching a cold again. This happened for all these weekends since the end of May till now, right? So I'm being naive, and the time is passing. I'm kind of not like realizing it. I'm waiting for the cough to go because I will feel better as far as the cold symptoms, but the cough ain't go nowhere. That's why it's hard for me to talk in videos, because I'm getting choked up. I might have bronchitis, I don't know. But anyway, so I finally, and I didn't even have the strength. I had to take my daughter with me to, you know, go to the hospital, doctor, urgent care, whatever, because she was out of school like a week before they started summer school. And don't pay the cat any mind. He's trying to catch a fly, and he's been at it ever since the fly got in here. Flies. This building flies is getting upstairs, and it's pissing me off. But I have the energy. I didn't have the energy to take her because I was so weak and not feeling well myself. So within this last weekend, it just kind of got worse. Like the cough got worse to the point where I was coughing, where I was almost gagging, like almost regurgitating because I was coughing so hard. My ribs was hurting, and I'm almost like literally about to like throwing up, like because I coughing up my guts, literally. So I'm like, nah, to the point where I couldn't sleep, I couldn't lay down. So last weekend, Saturday night, it got worse, right? I just had got, okay, so I had finally did a doctor's visit, but I did it virtual, because with the virtual doctor, some things they can help you with, and they'll be able to prescribe you medicine. With a virtual visit, it depends on what it is. If you can describe your symptoms and you understand, and they can help you through the virtual visit, they will. But if it's something they have to see in person, they will not prescribe you anything. So I described everything to the doctor. It was straight through my insurance, free. If you have Metro Plus like me, and you're interested in a direct link, I will leave it below, because that direct link logged me straight on for a virtual visit, and they came on in 1 minute. So sometimes you might be able to handle, if you don't feel good, very, very quickly get help, because your situation might be, you might not be able to go out, you might be too weak to go out. Maybe you could get it taken care of. But anyway. So I explained everything to the doctor. My symptoms, how I felt, everything from the color down to my phlegm. Is it phlegm or phlegm? Not to be nasty, but all of the details. So she said, gonna give you cough syrup, a pump, give me these pills, and she also gave me nasal spray. The nasal spray gives instant relief for your nose, to unclog your nose. The cough syrup was helpful, and the specific pills she gave me that you can't get over the counter, I think that's what took my cough down a notch. Like, I'm still coughing, but it's nowhere near how I was last Saturday night. Like, I was like, I gotta get out of here in the ER, and I was panicking because I'm like, I gotta get some not dressed and ready and wake up in the middle of the night, and I don't even feel good. I can't breathe right. I was panicking. I literally was eating spoonfuls of honey, drinking tea. My friend was like, go take a hot shower, jump in the hot water. I was jumping in hot water because I could not catch my breath. Anybody who knows anything, like, if you ever lost your breath, like, you, like, I don't want to say lost my breath, but if you ever had asthma or anything of the such, or you just couldn't catch your breath for a long time because something interrupting that breathing, it's going to make you panic. It's breathing. You need to breathe, obviously. So I was panicking, and I was thinking about Sanaa. I didn't want to wake her up and scare her in the middle of the night. And how am I going to get her packed and ready? I just felt very unprepared, and it's the most emotional and vulnerable I've ever felt from being a mother in my entire life, because me and her live here by ourselves and the cat, right? So it's just kind of like, I really didn't want that moment to happen, but if I'm sick, I'm sick. Down that day, but my best friend told me, which is also my daughter's godfather, that if you need me to come, I'll come, you know what I mean, in the morning, so you can leave. Just try to calm down. My sister was like, worst case worst, you know, her and my niece will come over. And my mother was like, give me my best friend's number. So, you know, hearing these things made me feel a little bit better, but I felt extremely unprepared because I'm not covered financially, and being in a state of emergency, my mental was scattered, and then I'm panicking because I don't feel good. So I felt very, very, very vulnerable, and I did not know what to do with that. And that made me sad, on top of the fact of not feeling well. So that's how Saturday night went. I could not lay down. Every time I lay down, no matter if I lay down like kind of propped up, I would still be having coughing attacks. Like, I got my medicine on Saturday. I just spoke to the doctor last Saturday, so nothing kicked in my system yet. Even though I used the pump, took the cough syrup, just started taking the pills, nothing was set in my system yet. Nothing. So I was miserable. Like, I could not sleep all Saturday night. I did not go to sleep till 6 a.m. and I had to sleep sitting up. My chest was so sore, it felt like it was a rock in the middle of my chest. So, long story short, I'm gonna follow up with the doctor and see if I do have bronchitis, or see how long this cough is gonna take before it completely clear out. Like I said, I know my body and how I felt, so it did get better. If y'all was to hear me cough, y'all be like, it still sound kind of bad, but trust me, my chest is not sore. I'm not gagging for air. I'm not panicking. I am much better than what I was last weekend. Last weekend was unbearable. I promise you, I don't gotta exaggerate. But yeah, that put me in a very emotional state. It made me panic, on top of the fact of not feeling good and couldn't catch my breath properly. Then thinking about having to pack and get a child prepared to come with me to the emergency room, because where else she gonna go? Like, I appreciate the help, but who can get there in the split of a second? Like, if I have to be rushed out of here, I gotta be rushed out of here. You get what I'm saying? So it just made me feel very emotional, made me panic, and I didn't like that at all. But yeah, we all go through something. But yeah, I'm gonna follow up with the doctor just to make sure this cough can completely clear out, because I've been dealing with this cough for so long. I think it's something to do with what's happening, what they putting in the air or something like that. I don't trust the government, okay? I think it's something to do with that, or I don't know what happened, but I ain't never had no cough like this. Like, this is crazy. So that's where I'm at with it. My nose is still a little stuffy, but that's the least of my problems. I would love for the cough to clear all the way out. I don't know if I'm gonna have to continue to have a pump with me, just in life in general. I don't know, but what the doctor did give me helped me like 80%. You understand? Like, so that was that. But I couldn't believe it, and I guess I had to bring myself to realize, like, look, I'm here by myself and stuff, but you know, you might feel vulnerable at the moment, but if you do have people that will help in that emergency, just be grateful for that, because you can feel alone when you're in the house alone and stuff, but it's not the case. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's not the case that people don't care. Well, at least I'm grateful in my situation, and that wasn't what the panic was about. It's not that people would care, it's about who could get here in an emergency. And that's what made me panic, because even if people care, not every time somebody's life is set up to where they can just drop what they doing and come be there for you in an emergency, because they have their own circumstances and kids and stuff and all of this and that. And I would love for my circumstances to be better, so I have all the resources, financial and anything else, so I could be there for somebody in any type of way too. You know what I mean? So anyway, Esther fam, that's what's been going on. I am going to try to get more videos to y'all. I hate talking and then having to deal with coughing so much, because it seems like the more I talk, it makes me cough more, because I could be chilling if I was just sitting here, but because I'm trying to talk, my voice get choked up. So, but I wanted to let y'all know what was going down. That was last weekend for me. Thank God for the difference in this week, but not the weekend that just passed, but you know, the weekend before that. So, yeah, y'all, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any other videos you want me to do, drop it in the comments. And I'll be back with another video. Bye, Stephanie.